Okay, I see many people have joined. Few are still joining, but we'll start with revision and we'll check some tasks and everything. Meanwhile, they will join and we can start with the uh, next topic or the next thing in the same topic, right? So meanwhile, I'm just checking these tasks for Salman. Guys, one thing I have been noticing, I received last moment messages now. Someone says they haven't done it. Someone has just texted me that they have done it. These tasks, do not treat this as a school or I'm not a teacher that just you're doing it for the sake of it कि एक session से पहले 5 मिनट आप login कर लोगे और ये कर दोगे. This is for your own practice. Even if you don't want to do it, that's okay. That's completely up to you. But then do not expect results. See, if you're expecting एक 15-16 lakhs का package expect कर रहे हो, that's you're not gonna get it for free. You don't do anything and you are getting it. No, that is not going to happen for sure. That you will have to work hard. आई एक्सपेक्ट कि यार जैसे ही हम करते हैं ना आप उसके बाद डे वन पे इसको कंप्लीट कर लो इवन आई विल हैव टाइम टू चेक सो इफ समथिंग इज रॉन्ग आई डोंट वांट टू नेम हियर बट इफ समथिंग गोस रॉन्ग if I mark it that this has gone wrong so you should have that much of time कि आप उसको फिर से करो if you do it on the last moment एकदम last moment पे आप करके मुझको सिर्फ मैसेज कर दोगे even if I check it correct and incorrect I'll tell you we will be moving to our next topic then what's the use of doing that. And if you're not learning from your mistakes, then what's the use of that? Now look at this one. It's okay. Whoever is this, Salman's okay. It's okay. We don't have to worry about the name. Again, it's Salman's this one. So now here I do not see any custom auto scale. Now Salman, when will you go ahead and do this? When will you correct this? Right? You won't have time because you did it at the last moment. I understand you did not have subscription, but start working on that from day one. You whenever your subscription expired, you knew. Do we have Salman? Salman, bhai ho kya? So even if he's not here, and this is not only with Salman. I've received one more text here. I have to check whose work is that. I have to check that. But if at this last moment you guys are going to do, and if I check something, and if there is something wrong, exactly I have the case here. When will you go and rework on this? And if you don't do that, how will you learn? Right? I'm telling you, you don't even have to. It's not compulsory. This is not school. We are not giving you any marks. कोई certificate वगैरह कुछ नहीं बांट रहा हूँ मैं. Based on this, आपका job मैं नहीं दे रहा हूँ. आप नहीं करते हो तो मैं job छीन नहीं रहा हूँ. It is completely for you. If you don't practice, you won't be able to speak in your interview. इंटरव्यूअर डेफिनेटली यही पूछने वाला है यार आपको कि मैनुअल में कैसे करोगे कस्टम में कैसे करोगे इफ यू डोंट ट्रस्ट मी I'll talk to the person who has been giving interview from this batch if he or she is okay with that I'll share the name you check with them exactly यही questions पूछ रहे जो मैं आप लोगों को दे रहा हूँ so if you guys are not reading those questions you are not preparing for them you are not doing these tasks seriously so it is not going to help you just attending my sessions they are not it is not going to help you to crack the interview. So I hope it's clear with everyone that you guys are doing it for yourself, not for me. So make sure that when we assign tasks, do it irrespective. All of us have work, all of us have shift, all of us have personal commitments. Everything is there. Everything is there. Despite of that, if you want to learn, if you want to do something, a few of you are working with technical support, application support. Few of you are coming completely from non-technical background, right? So if you want to take that jump, if you want to move, right, if you want to take that एक अच्छा सा पैकेज लेना है आपको 15-16 लाख का, so any company it's not going to give you एक 15-16 लाख का पैकेज कोई दो क्वेश्चंस पूछ के नहीं देने वाला है आपको that what is cloud and what is Azure ये दो क्वेश्चंस पे नहीं देने वाला है आपको. They will ask you, they will grill you, they will ask you inch by inch, they will ask you click by click, and you will not be able to answer unless you practice and unless you practice these questions. So this is about task. If you do it at this last moment and if there is any correction you won't have time. Now see at this one there is no custom auto scale. Maybe it was done in a hurry or maybe it was done it wasn't safe for some, it could be any reason, but now I see there is an error. This is not the correct completion of the task, but now whoever has done it the person doesn't have enough time to rework on it. आज के सेशन के बाद मैं कुछ और आपको टास्क दे दूंगा एंड देन वो उससे पाइल अप होता रहेगा कंफ्यूजन बढ़ेगा. सो गाइस व्हेन यू हैव अ वीक प्लीज मेक श्योर you do it in a week, right? Please do that. If you have any questions, I have told you many times, call me, ping me. If you're stuck somewhere, do that, but do not just copy paste. I have told you उसके साथ मैंने ये भी किया है that screenshot मत भेज दो डायरेक्टली यार बस copy paste करके. एरर इतना visible है which you can easily read and work on that. उस मैसेज को I won't even reply. If it clearly says that your password is incorrect, and if you're sending that to me stating, yeah, I'm getting this error. So you know what needs to be done. If you're creating a machine, okay, I've received, again, no names. I've received screenshots from people while creating virtual machines. It says your password is not compatible. They were using a 4-digit password, and they are sending the screenshot to me. So guys, that is not going to help you. For me, trust me, it's very easy. Just a one-liner reply that try an 8-digit password. That's all. But you're not learning in that. If you want that approach, we could have that. But वो आप लोगों को वैसे ही मिल जाता था यार, यूडीमी पे मिल जाएगा, ऑनलाइन यूडीमी पे आपको इतने सारे कोर्स मिल जाएंगे. बेटर देन दिस, ट्रस्ट मी, बेटर देन व्हाट आई एक्सप्लेन. इससे अच्छा आपको मिल जाएगा एक अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशन में एनिमेशन के साथ मिल जाएगा. But their target is to complete number of hours. Here our target is to learn. So if I start answering these questions one liner mein, you are not learning anything. You will not even understand कि आपने वहां क्या गलत किया था. And if the same question appears, same question occurs in your interview, you'll be still be blank. Better than that, if you go ahead and if you dig on that, copy paste करो error को, Google पे search करो कि क्या है error, or at least read it. I mean, few errors are so simple that the moment you read, you will realize what went wrong. आपको सिर्फ वो 4 digit के पासवर्ड से हटा के एक complex 8 digit का पासवर्ड करना था with an icon or symbol. That's all you had to do. You as in not any individual, I'm just sharing an example. Okay, so make sure you read the details, guys, and make sure you complete your task on time, right? At this moment, I am suggesting something that this is incorrect. It should have been custom, and I do not see the conditions which I had shared. So now you do not have time to rework. So don't do this, guys. Please rework on this one. At least we'll check this one. And I have received one more message.
Swell bhai,
Yes.
yes, Swell bhai, I have a question. I have created this VMSS, and I can see at my end the option is selected at custom auto scale.
Can you refresh your page
Sure.
or share your
I
screen?
just opened. Yeah, I just opened it, Swell bhai. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's still on custom auto scale.
Okay, that's strange. So could you share your
Uh,
screen? Let's see what is
yes,
the
sure,
error, or
sure, sure,
let me stop sharing my screen.
sure.
Then you will be able to share yours. Yeah, please share your screen.
Uh, entire screen.
Meanwhile, anyone else face this problem, guys? I think I gave this feedback to 2 or 3 people more. You also check what is it showing on your. Uh, okay. Can you click on
Uh,
overview or somewhere here and there and come back to this one again?
all right, sure,
Go
Swell
back
bhai.
to home again. Go back to home.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Refresh. Do a
Virtual
refresh.
machines.
No, do a refresh, a complete refresh on the browser page. Okay, that's
All right.
that's fine. Here also it's fine.
Okay,
Okay, now go ahead and have a look at that.
sure. And this is the scaling option,
Scaling.
and mhm, it's showing custom scale.
Okay,
See,
scroll down, scroll. Yeah, yeah, got it, got it. Scroll it down. Let me check the scroll it down. 35, 38 decrease by 1. Scroll it down. Did you try this maximum keeping
8.
as
Yeah,
8?
I
What
tried it, but
what was the error? Or why
at
do you think it did not allow you to do that?
uh, I don't know about that, but I got
Sorry,
an error on that time.
see the maximum I asked you to 6, and I said increase should be by 8. So did you try that?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I did. I did that,
What is the
but I
logic?
got
Why
an
didn't why it didn't work?
mm, I didn't notice the logic on that time, Swell, because I was in hurry. But I tried to it, but I was getting an error.
Okay, so don't do that, Salman bhai. आराम से करो यार, जब तक आप करोगे नहीं ना. And it's okay. Even scroll it down, scroll it down. Let's come back to this point. Scroll it down.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone answer why is it not possible to make it 8 here? Increase count by 8. You didn't even
Total
have
This
to
scale
read
maximum
it.
is
6.
set to 6. Maximum is 6.
Simple, because
Maximum
your
6 password.
maximum count is 6. So how can you say 8 here, right? It is contradicting. Fine. Scroll it down, Salman bhai. Scroll it down. I'm doing it quickly, guys, because I have to cover a few topics today. Uh, looks good. Go up, go up. Scroll up. Let me see the scale in policy. Second tab. After configure, second tab. Yes.
Yes, sure.
All this looks good to me. You can delete it. And on my screen, I still see the manual and the same feedback I've given to 2 people. So guys, you also check what it shows on your screen. Is it only with Salman Bhai's issue on this subscription? It is this problem we are facing, or is it with you also? Then we can check कि इसमें क्या issue हुआ होगा. Maybe there is some. What level of access have you given to me on this new resource on this new subscription?
I have given you honor access as well, bhai.
Okay, so then it is not related to access. We'll have to check that then. What is it? Asif bhai, I think it was yours. So please go ahead and check what it shows on your screen. Is it manual or custom auto scale? And I think one more person. So whoever has done that, please go ahead and check that once. Right?
Can I stop sharing, Swell
Yeah,
bhai?
please do that. I'll share my screen. You can stop sharing.
Sure.
But make sure, guys, you do not do it at the last moment and you do not do it in a hurry. Just for the sake of it, nahi karna humko कि task complete ho gaya. We don't have to do that. Right? You have to learn you through these tasks. Even if you don't share it with me, that's completely fine. Even if I don't check it, that is completely fine. The aim here is that you should know how to do it and how to play with these options. That is the aim here. And I still don't see that. Let me refresh it. Okay, now after clicking on custom, I was able to see custom. So guys, Asif, you and one more, I don't remember whom, I was able to see manual. Please go ahead and check your subscription. Are you still able to see your custom? If not, click on custom. If that was a genuine error, click on custom. Try to meet these conditions, save it and let me know. I'll check that once again. Do we have Naved?
Yes, well, bhai.
Naved, were you facing some problem? You texted something, or
Yes,
were you
I was
able
about
to? Yeah,
I'm
tell me.
sorry. I wanted to ask you this question about add rule. When we try to scale in, how do we change the metrics, like the metrics parameter for
Got it.
scale in?
Got it. नहीं scale in के लिए यहाँ पर ना, are you talking about the scale in का आपका this one कौन सी machine पहले delete होनी चाहिए और the metrics you're talking
no, how to add the metrics, like how to add multiple metrics.
here you have add scale condition. Do you see scale condition में दोनों आ गया आपका scale in scale out. यहाँ पर आपने click कर दिया तो आप एक new condition यहाँ पर आ जाती है आपकी. ठीक है. Now this is instance count केस पे है और यहाँ पर metrics. Can you see these two options? You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
If I select this one, this is based on time. This is based on your metrics. So minimum, maximum ये सब आपने कर लिया.
Time is
scale.
Time is
add a
understandable.
rule. Add a rule. Do you see? Add a rule here. Click on add a rule.
Okay.
And then here you have those multiple metrics. What exactly do you want? CPU का percentage चाहिए, outbound flow चाहिए, OS disk read and write वाला option चाहिए, whatever you want, right? Premium OS disk का आपको IOPS चाहिए, whatever you want. It's a huge list. Let's say that we want available memory bytes. This is what you want. Okay. If it is greater than 70, if it stays there for 10 minutes, so what should be done? It should be, count should increase by 2.
In fact, it will scale in, right? So it will
I told you,
decrease
it's
by
same
1.
thing. It's same thing. It's same thing. You can allow both. You can do it from here.
Add
rule.
Scale out or scale in, both.
Right. Both you can do it
Scale out, scale in.
from here. Right. So instead of
Scale
increase
in,
here, you can select decrease. The option is same. See, you have
increase
to
or decrease count by. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do it again if you got confused.
Not that clear, please.
Add scale condition. Select this one based on metrics, right? Click on add
this
rule.
Is understood.
Till here it's same. Increase or decrease, you select here. You want to increase, you want to decrease, you select.
Okay, here. And for scale in, scale out, like if you want to scale, you keep the option for scale in. So it is there automatically. When you select decrease, it goes under scale in, and when you click on increase, it goes in scale out.
No, not sure if I got your question. What exactly are you asking?
If we want to put it in scale in, means if we want to keep
what
this
exactly
parameter in scale in.
Explain it to me.
Question is like,
forget the technical. Let's say that you are a business person. Explain, what do you want? What exactly do you want? Do you want your
suppose
number
I
of
want
machines?
That the premium the OS disk size goes down. Like OS disk size goes to a certain percentage. Like in the parameter, particular parameter, like metric, a particular metric. So
Okay.
if it reaches that particular percent, 50%, 60%, automatically one machine should be reduced. Like
So that's what we are doing here. See, if you
yeah,
select
scale
here,
in.
though I'm not sure if
Scale
the disk wala option wahan par hai ya nahi, that you guys will have to check. Even I don't remember all these options, but whatever
Yeah,
options are
any
here,
of them.
if it is there, I can,
Yeah, it is a data disk, everything is there.
if it is there, you select that here, and then you select it here, decrease count by 1, and you add
Okay.
it.
Okay, so decrease count automatically is under the scale in section. It goes in the scale in part. It will automatically work in the scale in, as in like a scale in part, not the scale out. Now what we
So
did is
it is the
decrease. When you click on
add
decrease, when you click on
add
decrease,
scale condition. We are not calling it scale in or scale out. Do not use those terms here. We are calling it
okay.
scale condition. See, add rules. Okay, where did you read scale in? I'm being confused with that.
Like if
Scale in का अपने आप में एक अलग मतलब होता है. That is why
like
I'm
suppose
focusing on
like
that.
suppose percentage CPU, suppose percentage CPU goes above 60%.
Okay.
So it'll automatically make an additional server. It'll
So we
if
are
we put a
increasing
parameter
it,
like
increasing
we are
it, increasing the count by 1. So it's not
one.
neither it's scale in or scale out. उसको भूल जाओ, आप scale in scale out को भूल जाओ. Increase or decrease को parameters को याद रखो. It will be easier. Scale
Yes,
in or
yes,
scale
okay.
out में आप unnecessary confuse हो रहे हो. Increase or decrease, simple parameters. Decrease करोगे
Right,
तो
right.
number of ये decrease हो जाएंगे. आप ये करते हो तो increase हो जाएगा. I mean, see, though it doesn't make any sense technically, but you can have that if my CPU percentage it's greater than 90%, 90% से अगर मेरा CPU जाता है, and if it stays for 10 minutes, then if I have 2 machines, 1 machine should be decreased. आप ये भी कर सकते हो, दो इसका कोई सेंस नहीं बनता. I mean, why would you want to do that?
उल्टा
अगर
है
आपका CPU
उल्टा है, we'll increase it.
but
The other way around.
technically it is possible कि decrease or increase. So do not go in that scale in scale out वाला, इससे confuse मत हो जाओ आप. ठीक है? It is here. See, it's easy for you to, if it is easy for you, then only go with this scale in or scale out. Otherwise increase or decrease आप use करोगे ना interview में, it will be easier. थोड़ा सा भी confusion हो जाएगा. Scale in के definition में आपने scale out बोल दिया, scale out के definition में scale in बोल दिया, वो incorrect हो जाएगा. तो your concept is correct, but the interviewer will think कि यार इसके mind में concept clear नहीं है. So increase or decrease किस तरह के words है that we use on regular basis, normal basis, right? So the moment you say increase, you're not bound to make a mistake. Scale in scale out में बहुत mistake होने के chances है. Rest up to you, both are correct. ठीक है? Scale out, increase, both are correct. Scale in, decrease, both are correct. But just to
right.
avoid errors, I would say use increase and decrease. Clear?
Okay. Yes, all right. Increase and decrease. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
All right.
from both you can do from here. Add scale condition, add rule, and under rules you can select increase or decrease.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Great. All right.
Salman, you had a
Thank you.
question that you are not
Thank
able
you.
to assign RBAC roles, right? Did you
So
figure it
I
out?
explored, yeah, I explored the option and I am able to do it, but
Great.
you have to check it first.
That's okay. We'll check it. But you were able to figure it out, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you go here, you click here, I am, and I think you are clicking here, and you are searching for owner role here, right? Or maybe somewhere here under roles you are searching. So, right, you are
Yes,
searching it
right.
here. So you have to click on add here, and then simply I think you have already done it, so I won't repeat it. I can see you have assigned me as owner here, so and the rest of everyone as a reader here, so you have done it correctly. Anyone else, guys, before we move ahead to the next thing? Anyone else quick doubts?
सोहेल भाई
हम्म
मैनुअल पर टिक नहीं आ रहा है.
आपको ये दिख रहा है वहां पर ऑटो स्केल दिख रहा है,
कस्टम हाँ हाँ
कस्टम दिख रहा है. ओके, नो इश्यूज. ठीक है, मैं चेक करता हूँ एक बार आसिफ भाई, आपके इसमें लॉगिन करके आई विल चेक दैट वंस. ठीक है,
ओके ओके थैंक यू.
चलो. Okay guys, so I hope no doubts. Do you guys have any doubts? Let me know before we move ahead. So what we have to do here, what we have done till now, you guys think of your questions. Meanwhile, I'll quickly recap what we have done. We have learned virtual machine scale set. Virtual machine scale set में किस तरह से machines बढ़ेंगे, किस तरह से कम होंगे, that we have learned. Scale in, scale out, scale up, ये वाला मैंने आप लोगों को बोला था सर्च करने के लिए, do it. if you don't, ये ज़्यादा पूछा नहीं जाता, so it's okay because इसमें reboot होता है ना, ज़्यादा use भी नहीं होता है वो, but still watch the video कि scale up और scale down को किस तरह से configure करते हैं. It is almost similar, but watch a video. Scale out, scale in हम लोगों ने कर लिया, right? Anyone has any questions till now, guys?
It's not regarding the topics which we covered, but I'm facing a technical error while purchasing the subscription, free subscription. I had tagged you in the WhatsApp group a couple of days before couple of days.
That seems to be your bank or some issue, मुर्तजा भाई. कोई आपका बैंक का OTP नहीं आ रहा है, ऐसा कुछ है ना वो? I mean,
वो
that has nothing to
OTP
do with
डालने के-
Microsoft.
हाँ, I understand that because मैंने 2 कार्ड ट्राई किए, दोनों
हम्म।
कार्ड पे मेरे को सेम एरर दे रहा है.
हम्म।
अब मैं
So
और मैंने दोनों तरीके ट्राई किया कि सेम जो अकाउंट बना है उसके अंदर और एक सब्सक्रिप्शन ऐड करने का ट्राई किया, और जो नया अकाउंट बना के उसमें नया सब्सक्रिप्शन लेने का ट्राई किया, तो दोनों जगह पे मैं सेम चीजें फेस कर रहा हूँ.
what error are you getting, by the way?
I'm not getting any kind of error, but the page is not proceeding ahead. The
So
payment page is
हाँ,
not
वो
proceeding
कुछ
ahead.
ना कुछ maybe you try some other internet, कहीं पे block होगा, कुछ होगा, because say it is definitely not an issue, a known issue from Microsoft. Why am I saying that? क्योंकि आपके बाद सलमान भाई ने बना लिया, right? And other 3
Okay.
to 4 people also. So if they are able to create, so definitely it is not a known issue from Microsoft. So it is definitely something at our end, as in your end. तो आप maybe एक different browser try कर लो, different internet connection try कर लो, आप अपने घर के Wi-Fi से हो तो एक बार मोबाइल केस से try कर लेना, वो हो जाएगा. That is not a technical issue. So उसको आपको
चलेगा,
figure
तो
out
I'll
करना
do
पड़ेगा.
it after the
फिलहाल
class.
don't create
I'll
it. I
try
think
it after the class.
who else is there in Murtaza's group? Has someone created a group?
Isaac bhai is there, Sattar bhai is there.
Okay. So your subscription is not expiring as of now, right?
R has
Group is
already expired.
expert.
Okay, let's see. We'll figure it out later, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions, guys, on virtual machine scale set?
Well, bhai. Nelson here. I just have a question. So in the scaling policy, when will we select the manual or
Nelson can't hear you properly.
Hello.
Background noise is too much.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, tell me.
So my question was, in the scaling policy, when will we select manual and scaling? Any specific scenario is there for that?
I think we discussed that in last session in detail, Nelson. In detail, we discuss कि किस तरह के applications
I
हो सकते हैं
guess I
जहाँ पर
missed out.
please watch the recording
Yeah,
once
I
time.
guess. Yeah.
In
Sure.
detail we
No
have
problem. I'll
discussed
do
कि
that.
किस तरह के applications में हमको manual afford कर सकते हैं हम, किस तरह के applications में definitely custom ये होगा. Right? Please watch the video, you will get the answer. In detail we have discussed. Normally test वगैरह के environment में
Sure,
manual
bye.
होता है. Okay. Yes, guys. Any other questions anyone has before we move ahead? Shikha, did you understand it well? Suraj? Nitesh, what about you? Not hearing anything from you, Nitesh. Are you able to understand well? Ibrahim has done it. Rishikesh has done it. Okay, guys, so let's move. We have already spent 15 minutes here, more than 15 minutes actually. So guys, what we have learned here till now, let me open the paint and I'll start the next one, what we are going to do. So we have discussed availability set. We have discussed virtual machine scale set. We have discussed availability zone. We have done that, right? All of these. Let's say this is availability zone. This is availability set. This is virtual machine scale set. What are we doing in availability zone? For one application, we are having multiple machines. Where are we hosting those multiple machines? We are hosting those multiple machines in different availability zones. In one region, different availability zones, which means in one region, different data centers. I hope this is clear to everyone. No confusion with availability zone as of now.
Yes,
sir.
In availability zone, this is what we do. In availability set, it's one data center we are dealing with. In one data center, what are we doing? we are segregating the same data center with fault domain and update domain sort of things. We discussed that in detail. We are not talking about that here, but we are still having multiple servers. Is this clear to everyone? Clear concept to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
In virtual machine scale set, what are we doing? We could have either without availability zone or with availability zone, but we are deploying virtual machines, multiple virtual machines, but that is not manual. That is based on metrics or requirement. That is what we are doing. So is it clear? What is the common thing here? For one application, multiple machines. Clear to everyone?
Swell bhai, I have a
Yes.
question here.
Yes.
Maybe I missed that section. I just want to know how many maximum instances we can create in one virtual VMSS under the VMSS.
Check it. Simple thing.
Maximum instance.
It's very simple. I mean, see, guys, questions are not discouraged, but इस तरह के questions आप खुद अपने end पे ये कर सकते हो, right? I'll tell you. Even I don't know, but I'll tell you immediately. And you could have answered it for yourself. Let's try creating one. This is the number you're talking about, right?
Yes, bhai.
Here it is. As of now, you can do it 100. If
This
you
is
want more than 100, you'll have to enable the scale set to the multiple placement groups. And after that, there will be a different number.
this is also same for initial
Initial as in,
instances.
or the initial counts.
Right.
Simple. Yes. So guys, again, questions are encouraged, but these questions you can answer for yourself, right? Why? Because if
Okay,
I tell
thank you.
you, it will be difficult to understand, difficult to remember. You will understand for sure. Now you got it. मुश्किल रहेगा याद करना. But when you do it, you go ahead and do it for yourself. वो हमेशा याद रह जाएगा. वो याद भी नहीं रहता है. So at least you will know how to do it. Okay, let's get back. So Ibrahim bhai, did you change those settings and are you saying 1000 VMs? Someone has texted 1000 VMs. I see 100 and there's an option that we will have to enable the proximity placement group and then it will increase the number, but I'm not sure if that is 1000. So let's stick to 100. You can say that initially you get it 100. And if you want more, you can go ahead and do that. One more thing, guys. I told you that it's only for VM जहां पर हम ये left के सारे options कर रहे हैं. Okay, जहां पर हम सारे options यहाँ पर ये देख रहे हैं. Other than this, बाकी सारे बहुत सारे resources के लिए we are not going to see all these options. I told you we are going to skip many options, right? If we keep on checking every option, this is going to an endless course. कभी होगा नहीं, आप लोग interview कभी देना शुरू ही नहीं कर पाओगे. So we are focusing on main things जो आपको आना चाहिए. बाकी there are n number of things जो अब तक हमको भी नहीं आता और there is no one जो claim कर सके सब कुछ इसको आता है. You just have to learn the approach and later on you will be able to understand and grasp new things, right? So don't worry about it कि हर चीज हमको यहाँ से नहीं सीखनी है. Okay, so we are talking about this one. What is the common thing here? Multiple virtual machines, multiple instances for one application. But in all of these, what are the issues I have? I have talked about it many times. Let's say that I have users and I'm talking about availability zone. Okay, I have users here. And I'm talking about, as of now, we're targeting availability zone. These users are trying to use my application. Now, all of these users will have an IP or a domain name like google.com, facebook.com, Instagram, or anything, or amazon.com. They have a name. Against that name, I have an IP assigned. There's one IP, public IP. Okay. Now, they know only one IP. So that one IP is it for this virtual machine? For this virtual machine, now these are only 3 for practical. Maybe there are 300, maybe there are 90, n number of machines. So what do you think, which IP are we using? इनमें से किस मशीन का IP हम देने वाले हैं?
I guess none.
Okay, then how will
Because
they how will they access my application?
maybe the connection will be rerouted to a specific domain or something. Like I don't know the technicals of it. But
It's okay, even if it is domain तो बस एक नाम है जो humans को समझ में है. Behind the domain always there is an IP. Domain is nothing. Computer doesn't understand domain. Domain is for us. It's easier for human to remember google.com. It's easier for human to remember facebook.com, right? But behind every domain there is an IP. Here it is. This is IPv6. Looks weird to you, but there is an IP. It's always an IP. So which IP?
I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to know that. That is what we are learning. It's you should try, but fine. Anyone else? What do you think? What should be the solution here?
Suhail bhai.
Hmm.
These are all basically clients, right? To the host. All these multiple servers that we are creating or multiple virtual machines that we are creating, the end of the day, a client to the host. So they get an IP address from the host.
No, I'm not
Like
asking
a
how
dynamic
they
IP.
see. Don't get into. Don't make it complicated unnecessary. Not even here in class, and not even in your interviews. If it is a simple question, keep it very simple. We are not even talking about that how these machines are getting IPs. Be it dynamic, be it static, किसी भी तरह से इनको IP मिल गया समझो. We'll discuss
Right.
that when networking वाला section शुरू होता है ना. I've told you guys already to start reading about IPs and networking. We'll do that there. किसी भी तरह से मैंने
Okay.
इनको IPs दे दिए 1 2 3 जो भी फॉर्मेट होता है IP का मैंने IP दे दिए. You don't have to worry about that. डायनेमिक है, स्टैटिक है, किस तरह से it's okay. सर्वर है, क्लाइंट है, forget it. My simple question, for one application I have these 90 machines or forget 90 चलिए 3 पे ही रहता है. I have these 3 machines और ये 30 users है. And I have done this availability zone. So I want high availability feature कि इसमें से कभी एक डाउन भी हो जाए ना तो my services should be up and running. Now my simple question is कि मैं इनको कौन सा एड्रेस दूं, कौन सा IP एड्रेस दूं so they can access my website, या फिर what is the solution I
Public
have?
IP,
Yeah,
private,
obviously public IP.
private IP.
किसका, प्राइवेट हो पब्लिक हो, that is a secondary question. We'll
जो
come to
मशीन
that
पे
later.
वेब सर्वर
कौन से मशीन का?
जो मशीन पे वेब सर्वर डिप्लॉयड है
अगर एक
प्राइमरी
let's say अगर एक पे ही मेरा वेब सर्वर डिप्लॉयड है तो ये दोनों का वैसे ही कोई काम नहीं. देन व्हाई एम आई पेइंग फॉर अवेलेबिलिटी जोन? इफ यू आर सेइंग कि अगर सिर्फ इस पे मेरा वेब सर्वर डिप्लॉयड है और which means that for my application I have only one server. If this goes down then there is no high availability and I'm not sure why am I even paying for these two machines if that is the case. Who was it? Satar, was it you? Satar bhai or Suraj, was it you? Whoever it is. Okay, here we are just brainstorming. Leo, okay, was it brainstorming कर रहे हैं हम लोग. So यहाँ पर सही गलत वगैरह कुछ नहीं होता है, ठीक है? we're just discussing. So if this is the case, Leo, you are saying कि वेब सर्वर एक पर ही है, मैंने इसका IP दे दिया, ठीक है, यहाँ तक आपकी बात सही है. But then where is the high availability? If एक ही सर्वर पे मेरा वेब सर्वर है, and why am I paying for these two servers then? हम यार पिछले 4-5 सेशन में आपने क्लाइंट को इतना बताया हाई अवेलेबिलिटी, वी आर हैविंग 3 सर्वर्स फॉर यू, ठीक है, क्लाइंट यू सोल्ड इट वेरी वेल. क्लाइंट इज हैप्पी कि हाँ मेरे एक एप्लीकेशन के लिए 3 सर्वर्स हो गए, आई एम सेटल्ड एवरीथिंग. नाउ वेयर इज हाउ दैट सोल्यूशन विल वर्क? आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग गाइस एन आंसर फ्रॉम यू. आई अंडरस्टैंड कि आपको अगर वो टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं पता, हाउ विल यू आंसर? आई एम ट्राइंग टू क्रिएट सिनेरियोस फॉर यू
But
जो आपको इंटरव्यू में भी आने वाले हैं, जो क्लाइंट के पास भी आने वाले हैं. या
so Sohail bhai, these machines will be under one network na, like
हाँ,
subnet.
लेट्स से चलो वन नेटवर्क के अंदर है बट आईपी तो अलग अलग है, ठीक है? लेट्स से वन नेटवर्क, सारे वन नेटवर्क के अंदर है. दो वी हैव नॉट डिस्कस द नेटवर्किंग, अलग नेटवर्क क्या होगा, एक नेटवर्क क्या होगा. लेट्स से सेम नेटवर्क में स्टिल. नाउ व्हिच आईपी? दिस इज वन, दिस इज टू. दिस इज नॉट द आईपीस फॉर्मेट. ओके, वी विल डिस्कस दैट व्हेन वी डिस्कस नेटवर्किंग. Just to make the scenario simpler and to get your focus on our problem, I'm making these IPs वगैरह इस तरह से बना रहा हूं मैं. so you don't worry about कि इतना difficult IP है, public है, private है, forget that, no worries. Let's say this is the actual IP 123, ये IP है मेरे, ये मेरे users है. My simple question, मैं किसका IP इसको दूंगा? Or what is the solution? Anything comes to your mind? Yeah, please, Hussain bhai, why not? You don't have to ask, please try.
Actually, it will be behind any endpoint, which will help to resolve the IPs of any other instance, whatever the client is requesting.
What do you call that endpoint? Any specific name?
A load balancer.
Load balancer, perfect. That's all. You can mute your guys. You can mute yourself, guys. So, guys, the next topic which we are discussing, it's our load balancer. Now, let me explain it to you. What is a load balancer and how are we? If you remember, guys, let me mute. Okay. So, guys, if you remember, I have always told you that we are talking about high availability, we are talking about availability zone, we are talking about availability set, we are talking about VMSS, but this technology we are discussing in isolation, right? In isolation, these are not helpful. We'll have to discuss load balancer and the combination of load balancer and one of these. This is going to help us to achieve our complete high availability solution. So what is a load balancer? I'll quickly just draw it. Technical we'll do in next session. It's only 1 minute left. So what is a load balancer? It's something. What is it? We are going to discuss. This something which gives a single phase to it, a single phase to it, and a single phase to this. And you can have one IP here, one single IP. Private, public, it doesn't matter. If it is an internal application, it could be internal. If it is a public application, it could be public. And at the background, all these are connected to this. ये सब कैसे होता है that we are going to learn. Don't worry about it. But just understand the concept. From availability sets, let's say there are multiple machines. ये सब इसके backend में connected होंगे load balancer के. In virtual machine scale set also, VMSS इसके backend में connected होगा. और इसका front end जो है, this front end IP you are giving to your client. Anyone who did not understand? Not talking about the technical questions, guys. कैसे होगा, क्या होगा? We are going to discuss that. Concept आप लोगों को समझ में आया? That what else are we using here? With high availability, like availability zone or availability set or VMSS, we are combining our load balancer, which will give us a complete solution. Less than a minute is left, guys. This session is about to finish. We'll take a break of 5 minutes, so the recording will get converted, and we'll start at 14:45 IST. Meanwhile, think about it. If any question comes to your mind, let me know, and then we'll start the load balancer thing. I'm stopping the session, guys.